Hello, Twin Flames. Hope you're all doing well. I'm back here with another one of my tarot readings on the subtler moon phases. In order to break into the brand new year we've just entered together as a collective consciousness, on this note, and channel as much information from this minuscule level as we can to get us prepared before the new ascension cycle and phase begins to pick back up again to help the next waves of ascensioners ascend to the fifth dimension. Watch my latest Planet of the Month tarot reading videos to acquire some really depthful, thorough insight and continual downloads on how the structure of the next ascension cycle will flow, for it is much more organized, thoughtful, and straightforward than the first cycle, now that the first wave Blu-rays have completed the entire thing and come back with a well-structured blueprint to willingly and happily upload into the solar system and fairy matrix system and share with the collective conscious. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into exploring what the Waxing Crescent phase is, looks like, and does for us, for anyone who may be in need of a bit of an overview before we begin the miniature reading. Focusing on just one card here, since it is one of the more subtler phases out of some of the other subtle moon phases. To begin with, the waxing crescent moon is a phase of the moon that occurs when a small portion of the moon is visible from the ground. It is the second phase of the moon cycle and appears following the new moon. It is mostly visible in the western sky shortly after sunset and lasts for about a week until finally transitioning into the first quarter phase of the moon. The moon's orbit carries the illuminated side of the moon farther into view, making it appear to grow each day. The angle of the moon and the sun during a waxing crescent moon causes gravitational pulls on the tides to cancel each other out, which decreases the amount of tidal pull. On more spiritual, depthful levels, it also helps our hearts open up on an emotional level, as crescent moons tend to do, crescent having a bit to do with crying here, as we part ways with the limiting past another layer, and this is so we may have enough emotional depth to contain and support the massive, expansive love of our unions of our other half, to acquire a greater sense of freedom and space within ourselves, as well as to earn a greater boost of strength to move forward in life as a sovereign, whole, refreshed, independent, individual, separate from the twin flame, etc. The shifts that we make throughout the waxing crescent phase is also a sort of setup and adjustment period for when the first quarter phase finally arrives here about a week following after its first day active. So now that we've received a decent foundation of understanding regarding the waxing crescent moon phase, I think now is a great place to begin getting into the tarot reading. The card that wanted to be of support to us throughout this quick channeling for the Twin Flame Collective is the Major Arcana card, Strength, which really seemed like it wanted something to say out of the rest in the bunch, so let's go ahead and find out why. Right away, the precious white little lamb, to the bottom left of the illustration, is coming with the energies of the sacrificial lamb, pure innocence, as well as the energies of the little lamb, being completely uplifted, saved, rectified, I'm hearing strongly, and raptured into the higher realms, into high heaven, it feels like strongly, in addition. I'm feeling that this is a straight representation of the first wave twin flames, the blue rays, the rod and staff unions, the chosen Hebrew Israelites, the first fruits, recent slaying of the matrix beast system, and the entire age, the age of Pisces that is, that it was upholding and supporting way past its original expiration date, when it was supposed to normally end back in 2012, in order to immediately usher in the age of Aquarius, following right after its exit. If you've been following my readings over these past several months, you would have known by now that all of this was set up and achieved by the former Nazis, reptilians, Jesuits, and Freemasons, heavily taking over our entire planet with black magic straight from ancient Babylon and Egypt, even using the entertainment industry and its Nazi brainwashing methods over the past century, along with their many witches and sorceresses, and the occasional warlock, to hex and infect all of their content with spells and curses, to give it an extra kick so humanity will stand even less of a chance breaking through the Matrix, its strong hypnosis, and all its many spells. If you were someone who found yourself somehow cast out of life all of a sudden, triggered by some form of a tragedy or dark, and I'm even feeling disturbing events, several years ago at the start of your very own twin flame awakening, and then found yourself struggling for survival, for clear answers on what the hell's going on, and then all of a sudden being sucked through all kinds of intense ascension portals, currents, and wormholes to ascend and attain enlightenment, then the darker, more tragic aspects of this would definitely put you in the category of the sacrificial lamb, or someone who was both cursed and blessed with carrying this sacrificial lamb template throughout life until time came for it to be fulfilled and put to rest, which we have all now entirely done, making this the card that of a conqueror card, more than anything automatically, which it feels like the young half lioness, half woman in the illustration's energy just shifted to right after professing that. It also feels like she wants to turn this into a conjuring session in addition, in order to activate us with the blessing and token of gratitude, Spirit is saying specifically, to both thank us brave first wave twin flames for all the courageous work we did, saving all universes from eternal damnation so nobly, as well as to properly see both poles of the divine union off into the infinite, expansive new world of possibilities they just unlocked together with the great, relentless force of their love bubble, language, and motto. When feeling into what this activation would consist of, before initializing it, I begin to feel the permission to just go straight towards my dreams, full speed ahead, like one does as a fearless kid come through, which is such the perfect gift to be bestowed with in general, but also the perfect gift to help us pursue our many endeavors in the Middle Earth realm of exploration and adventure that coincides with the 5D, New Earth, Golden Age of Aquarius Paradise timeline era we've just kicked wide open. So I'm going to ask for this good to be a kid again activation, is what I'll call it, to come right through cyberspace, to hit you in the heart, just like the necklace she wears around her neck, so that everyone listening may receive some form of an upgrade from this little gathering and conjuring session, even if you are in the second or third wave, before leaving the video. Congratulations on all you've achieved thus far, little lambs, leading up to this brand new year and new ascension cycle. And that concludes your Twin Flame Ascension Energies reading on the Waxing Crescent Moon and its current influences on us this month of January 1st to the 6th. I hope that you received all of the help, insight, and upgrades you needed throughout the mini endeavor, and that it carries you forth very well. Subscribe if you feel you receive a lot from these videos of mine. Comment down below if you have any questions, or would love to chat about what you've gathered here today. Donate to my PayPal if you feel you'd love to commune and say thanks. And I'll be back here with more enlightening videos for the Twin Flame Collective in the near future. Stay blessed, and welcome to the Age of Aquarius, 20s! As I woke up just this afternoon from a nap to feeling the new paradigm, age, and heaven on earth hit me way too strongly, to the point where I had the most heavenly emotional breakdown of my life immediately afterwards. So, congratulations if you also made the shift and got to experience it firsthand before everyone else in the world does the spiritual work they need to do in order to shift into it as fully as we have. Stay tuned and be excited for the Ascension Process 2.0 to take off in big directions you never imagined or thought possible once the new cycle kicks off, for it will for sure be an experience you'll never ever forget and want to be a part of. Bye now.